This is a Ramana Maharshi clip, a talk by Ramana Maharshi with comments by Richard Clarke. This is a time to listen, reflect, and deeply meditate. I'm Richard. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 152. Mrs. Kelly desired to know how she should best learn to meditate. Sri Bhagavan asked if she had made japa, rolling beads, as Roman Catholics do. She said, no. Maharshi, have you thought of God, his qualities, etc.? She says, I have read, talked, etc., about such themes. Maharshi, well, if the same be revolved in the mind without open expression through the senses, it is meditation. She asks, I mean meditation as signified in the secret path and who am I? Maharshi, long for it intensely, so that the mind melts in devotion. After the camphor burns away, no residue is left. The mind is the camphor. When it has resolved itself into the self without leaving even the slightest trace behind, it is realization of the self. In Talk 152, Mrs. Kelly sought guidance on how to best learn meditation. In response, Ramana Maharshi began by asking about her present practice. He asked first if she had practiced japa, a form of meditation involving the repetition of a mantra or a divine name. Ramana likened it to the Catholic Rosary. Practice of japa is common for Hindus, not so much for Americans. Learning that she hadn't practiced japa, Ramana explored another avenue, asking if she had contemplated God on his qualities and attributes. Mrs. Kelly said that she had, mentioning that she had read about and discussed God. Ramana then knew how to approach her with his wisdom. He clarified the essence of meditation from a point of view that would be meaningful to her. He explained that if you make an inward focus on God and his qualities in the mind without expressing it outwardly, it's a form of meditation. It is basically looking within with a focus deeper than the transient experience of the world. This highlights the internal and investigative nature of the practice. Mrs. Kelly further asked about meditation as described in The Secret Path and Who Am I? Ramana continued in the same vein. He encouraged her to cultivate an intense longing for God, that for her, true meditation is when the mind dissolves in meditation. The mind dissolves. This is key. The analogy of burning camphor was used to illustrate this concept. Just as camphor leaves no residue after burning, when the mind dissolves into the self, it leaves not the slightest trace. True realization of the self is attained. The dialogue emphasizes the transformative power of meditation when pursued with sincerity and intensity. Ramana Maharshi's teachings underscore the importance of internalizing spiritual search and practice, paving the way for profound experience and the realization of the self. The analogy of camphor burning away serves as a vivid metaphor for the complete dissolution of the mind into the divine essence, leaving behind no trace, no residual ego or identity. Mrs. Kelly's journey into meditation is thus guided by these profound instructions into her contemplative practice, described in such a way as to have a particular meaning for her. So, inquire, know yourself, and be always free and at peace. These videos help bring Ramana Maharshi's teachings into your direct experience. Subscribe now